Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. We'll start in a couple of minutes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay. So today we'll be discussing the chapter ecosystem. Ecosystem. So what is ecosystem? What are the components of ecosystem? How these components of ecosystem are interacting with each other? How are they arranged? What is the meaning of pyramid of numbers? How the organisms interact with each other? And what is a ecosystem, particularly with respect to forest ecosystem? So these are the broad areas that are covered in the chapter. So first we'll start with what is ecosystem. So can anyone tell me what is a ecosystem? How can we define ecosystem?
Sir, an ecosystem is a place where different organisms interact with each other and with the physical conditions present there.
Hmm. That means ecosystem includes both the living and non-living components. Here we mean the physical environment. So different organisms, they are living in a certain area and they are interacting among each other and also with the physical environment. So together this whole system is the ecosystem, which includes both the living and the non-living component. Okay. And the study of the interaction of these organisms with their environment. So we can say living organisms, and this is the environment. Okay. The study of the interaction among the organisms and their environment will be called as the ecology.
Ecology.
Now, this ecosystem, there are the examples in your textbook: pond ecosystem, forest ecosystem. Okay. So when we are looking at the pond ecosystem, the living component and non-living component, so both will be there. The living components has the different types of animals. These bacteria, fungi, protozoa, microscopic. These ones should be included in this living one system, or only plants, animals, and all should be included. Microorganisms should be included, or
Yes, sir.
they should be included. So, however small they may be, however large they may be, if they are the living organisms, then they will form the part of the biotic community. This is the abiotic community. Okay, biotic, abiotic. Okay. So, under this biotic components of the ecosystem, there are the producers, consumers. Okay, producers, consumers, and what we can say as the decomposers. Okay, but that will again come under the consumers category. Let us see one by one. Producers. Producers, as the name suggests, they are going to produce. So these are autotrophic. Auto means
They prepare their own food,
auto
like
means
plant.
self. Auto means self. Okay. Automobiles. Okay, we say automobiles, no? Auto means self-driving vehicle is automobile. Okay, autotrophic means it is a trophic level. So what is a trophic, what it means? How they are getting their food, trophism. Okay, trophism means the way by which they are obtaining their food. So when we say autotrophic, that means they are able to get their food by themselves. Okay, they are able to prepare their food by themselves. So trophic means mode of nutrition, and auto here means self they are able to get their nutrition. So here best examples are the green plants. Certain microorganisms and bacteria, they are also able to produce their food. Okay, these will all come under the producers. Consumers, they are further subdivided into primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer. Okay, so who will be the primary consumer?
Herbivores.
Primary consumer is the one who is going to consume this first person. That is, this autotrophic is the producer, no? Consumer is going to consume something, right? What it is going to consume, it has to consume the producer. So the first fellow, the primary consumer, will consume the producer itself. The secondary consumer is going to consume whom? The primary consumer. And tertiary is also is going to consume the secondary consumer. So this primary consumer example will be some things like which are eating the vegetables, plant material.
Rabbit.
Rabbits are there. Cows and buffaloes can be put as primary consumers.
Yes, sir.
Yes, they can be. So all this
Yes, sir.
grass eating monkeys are there. Monkeys also we can consumer, primary consumer. Secondary consumer, they will consume this one. So obviously what is happening, primary consumer are eating plants only, therefore they becomes a herbivores. And secondary one are consuming animals, that is the primary consumers, therefore this becomes the carnivores. Okay, so in the carnivores we can have examples like lion, we can have carnivores, lions will eat, no, all this whatever deer is there or whatever animals are there. So we can consider as a secondary consumer.
Yes, sir.
But in between there is one level. This secondary consumer is reserved for some specific carnivores. Okay, like these frogs, birds, snakes, wolves, lizards, and so on, which will consume this primary consumers. Okay, and the top level, like the lion, whale, shark, eagle, all these ones will consume this secondary consumers. Okay, so they will come as the tertiary. And who is going to consume the lion?
Eagles.
No,
Yes, eagle can consume a lion. Will it hunt the lion and eat it?
no, sir. When the lion is dead.
Only when it is dead. Okay. What about this all eagle themselves? Who is going to eat the eagle?
So decomposers.
Hmm. So that means this consumer, primary, secondary, tertiary, I want to go for another quaternary, pentamerary, hexamerary, that is not there. Only till tertiary it is there. Because after tertiary, what is happening is there is no animal further. They are basically microorganisms. Okay. The next ones are the ones that are what you can tell the ultimate recycling part of the ecosystem. Recycle. Okay, so everything started with the basic components that the producer is using to make. Okay, the water, sunlight, minerals, and whatever is there that it is using to make the food material and to grow. That is a producer. And ultimately, after the tertiary level, there is the it has to enter into this cycle of recycle. Okay, so everyone has to enter. All traffic levels have to enter into this recycle business. Okay, and who is going to do this recycling business? These are
Decomposers.
the decomposers will do. Okay, so who are these decomposers? The number
The
one
microorganisms.
microorganisms are there. Okay, the number one decomposers are the microorganisms, bacteria and fungi. Okay, some protists and other fellows are also there, but basically it is the bacteria and fungi, because both of their digestion is outside the cell. Okay, if you take a cell, they are not going to do their things inside. That digestion they are doing outside the cell, and after it is digested they will absorb it. Okay, that is why decomposers are able to do the recycling. There are other two terms, they are called the scavengers and detrivores. Scavengers. So scavengers like the jackals, hyena and eagle, okay, they will consume these dead animals. They are also a very important part of the recycle process. Eagle again came. It is there in tertiary also, no? Tertiary consumer. Example is tertiary consumer eagle is there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is there. And I am telling in scavenger also eagle is there. Both places it is coming. So where is this in what level it is coming? This decomposers, scavengers and detrivores. They are coming under what category? Are they coming under consumer category?
Yes, sir.
They are also coming under consumer category. Why? They are also consuming, no? They are not producing. So the broad level of classification is either you are a producer or you are a consumer. That's all. Nothing in between. And this recycling person is also a consumer. We cannot say it is a producer. It is also a consumer. But it is acting as a connecting link maybe to recycle these nutrients across all the levels. Okay, detritivores. So these detritivores, what are these detritivores? Scavengers are animals. Detritivores are,
Worms.
yes, these are not large animals. These are small animals like insects and all, okay, like earthworms and centipedes, okay, but they have been given a separate name, detritivores, okay. Physically they are very different, and whereas at a very macro level these scavengers are working, detritivores are working much more discreetly on the soil, under the soil they're working, but they're also doing the recycling business, okay. What is the ultimate source of energy for this biotic system?
Sun.
Sunlight.
Sunlight is the ultimate source of energy for the biotic system, because it is only in the presence of sunlight that these autotrophs can continue to grow, and if there are no autotrophs or producers there will be no consumers, so then life is not possible, okay. Next, difference between food chain and food web. Chain, web. Web, something, interconnected. I don't want to make a cube, okay. Okay. So food chain, food web, what is the difference?
Sir, in food chain there is flow in one direction, and in food web, the flow can be in multiple directions.
Direction, okay. The direction of the flow of what?
The energy.
Energy, okay. Anyone else?
Sir, once can you show that previous one?
The difference, what is the difference between the food chain and food web? Okay, so yes, there is a difference mainly in the direction of the flow of nutrients and energy, both, not just energy. Because if we are talking about only the direction of the flow of energy, then we will not use the term food chain. We should use some other term. We will not go into it. Nutrients and energy. Yes. We can say simply the flow, the direction of the flow of food from one trophic level or nutrient from one trophic level to another. That also okay. No? Why to say again nutrient and energy? So basically what is happening is, there are the different trophic levels we saw, okay. These are trophic levels. Autotroph, it is one trophic level. Consumer, under consumer, primary, secondary, tertiary consumer, are these different trophic levels? Is a primary consumer a different trophic level and secondary consumer different trophic level?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Okay. So when we are telling trophic, as I told before, trophic means mode of getting the nutrition. Autotrophic means making the own food, that mode of nutrition. Primary consumer, getting nutrition by consuming the producer. Secondary consumer, consuming the primary consumer. So each one is a different trophic level. Okay, primary, secondary, tertiary is a different traffic level. Therefore, if we consider the plants or producers are on the top, okay, these are autotrophs. This is one traffic level, and the say cattle they are consuming, that is the plants, that is the another traffic level, that is a primary consumer. This cattle may be hunted down by the lion directly. Okay, in that case what will happen, there is no secondary traffic level, directly tertiary consumer is coming. Okay, if you look at another food chain in which there is a grasshopper, there is a rat, there is a snake, and then there is a eagle. Okay, then that means you are getting different traffic levels, more traffic levels. Okay, so it is not necessary, it depends upon the example. Okay, the flow of the nutrients and energy, what are the different traffic levels. If it is in a single direction, in one direction, okay, it is a chain. But when it becomes a web, here for example we are considering one or two examples in isolation. Okay, but if you are looking at an ecosystem, there will be many animals, many plants. Okay, different organisms are interacting with each other now. If you make more detailed, more than one individual food chain, if you are representing together, then what happens, you will find that these food chains are interconnected with each other. Okay, such a food chain in which several food chains are interconnected with each other, that pattern, how that interlocking pattern is coming, that becomes the food web. So in a food web, there are more than one, at least more than one food web will be there. Correct? Okay. Any doubts you have so far?
No, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, we can scavengers
Mm-mm.
can be called as secondary consumers or tertiary consumers.
Scavengers. Yeah,
Yes,
these
sir.
scavengers, detrivores, and decomposers, all these three, they will not come under these categories of primary, secondary, tertiary. They are, you can tell, a unique level. Okay, their business is in recycling. That is why we are not writing that as a specific trophic level. Scavengers, detrivores, and decomposers, they are very vital part of the food chain, ecosystem, food web, whatever you say. But whenever we are drawing this uh, when we are writing this what we say trophic level, in the trophic level, they are not given like these are the primary, secondary, or tertiary. Okay, they are recycling, that's all. They are their involvement is in the recycling. Is it your question, it is answering your question? Yeah, it was another question. Okay.
So my doubt is clear.
Oh, any other questions are there? Okay, next, pyramid of numbers. Okay, pyramid of so when we say pyramid of numbers, we say pyramid is, of course, pyramid shape is like a triangle or something. Okay, tapering at the top, broad at the base. Producers, the primary traffic level more in number, and as we go further into the traffic level, the number of organisms will reduce. Okay, so that is a suppose this is for number. Suppose you look at energy. Okay, if you look at energy, do you think a traffic level will be like this, or it will become inverse? Do you think the total energy in the producers is more, or the total energy in the top consumers, tertiary consumers is more?
Sir, producers.
Definitely,
Because
definitely producers. And from producers, so whoever your primary consumers are coming, they will have more energy as compared to that of the secondary consumer as compared to tertiary consumer. Okay. Maybe in the next class we will look at the other abiotic factors and interaction like parasitism, predation, and we can solve few questions from the end of the chapter. Any other doubts you have, you may ask in the meanwhile, or any other topics that you want should be covered in revision that you can suggest, that you are free to say. Okay, then I will see you all in the next class. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.